Hello, 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 everybody. This is Dr. Sneaver, earlier craft doctor, and I'm here with a haul slash card making video. So I purchased the Slimline Embossing Folders that was on HSN on Craft Day, and I wanted to test them out when I got them because they were so beautiful to me, and so that's what I did. Also, I got the Slimline Cencentric dies. And so that's the card that I'll be making for you today. But I wanted to speak about these embossing folders. Okay, to tell you these embossing folders are deep 3D is not just me talking. I want to show you some examples. First, let me show you what the embossing folders look like. I need some paper. Of course, I don't have any. Okay, so this is the embossing folders. And of course, there we go. You can kind of see the designs, which you'll see them better on the paper. So I proceeded to take out the embossing folders, and cute as they are as a button, okay? So you can see that. Cute, all of them are cute. Cut out my little paper. I was like, I'm going to use some Anna Griffin paper because I seen this one, and I was like, oh, I can get close to that. So let me get me some Anna Griffin paper out and work with this because it's cute. First embossing folder. This is what it turned out to be. I couldn't get the embossing out the folder. And this is, you know Anna's paper when you see it. You know Anna's paper. I could not get this out the folder. I was like, oh, that's too much pressure. Because it just literally pieces. That was my first try. And so I cut it with the diamond press machine, the marquee. Because, it got an embossing folder. So all you got to do is put it right in there. That's what it turned out to be. Then I was like, oh, that's just too much pressure. So then I said, well, maybe my paper, it was a problem with the paper. No, first I said it was a problem with the embossing. I should have just used Anna's embossing machine. I had an impress. Stop playing, use her stuff. That's what I did. This is how this turned out. Too much pressure. Too much pressure. Torn, rips, snags. The paper is curled up. Too much pressure. So I said, maybe it's the paper. Maybe I need to move on to some thicker paper and we won't have a problem. Hold on. Sorry about that. They heard something outside and they get the barking. Okay, so then I said, well, maybe it's my paper. Let me get some thicker paper. So I got some Stampin' Up paper because we all know Stampin' Up paper is some good paper, thick paper. And this is what happened. Same thing. Rips and tears and everything. So then, and it was that even the back? This was the back. This is the front. So it just ripped it up too. It did a little bit better, but no go. So then I said, maybe it's my plate configuration. Because, with Anna's plates, all you're supposed to do is add your A plate, the embossing folder, and the other A plate. So then what I decided to do was get my small impress plates. And this is what it did. It embossed it, but it cracked it all up. These are some good embossing folders. You just got to figure out the right configuration to make them work. So then I took and got some thicker paper and I put it through the impress machine, and this is how it turned out. Look how deep this is. Can you hear this? This is really some deep situations going on. But you see how it still tore and broke. Then I got another piece of paper, and this is some paper from Crafter's Companion. And Crafter's Companion's luxury paper is very thick. So I got the luxury paper. I got the impress one of the impress plates, and then I got a Spellbinders plate because it's a little bit thinner. And I got this result. Perfect. Perfect result. So I said, this is luxury paper. I may not use luxury paper all the time. Let me see if that Spellbinder situation will work again. So I used some Stampin' Up paper, which is decent thickness, and it gave a perfect emboss. Look at that perfect emboss. I know everybody don't have Spellbinders plates, so I'm not sure what the remedy would be for this because you only have the A plates that you're supposed to use. But these embossing folders is the be all end all to me. Like, they are really thick, deep embossing plates. And so you have to find the right sandwich. So don't be mad when you get these and they tear up all your paper. And it depends on your machine and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you do some tests on different paper to see what works. So that was the embossing folders. And I'll make something with those when I do some more slimlines. So then I got the concentric one out. And I was like, let's do some fun stuff and make something in the concentric. Because you don't really have to emboss with this. And so that's what I did. And so I don't have a long enough one of these. I'm going to have to go and see if they sell some long, skinny ones. So I got the concentric. I opened it first. You know that little piece always ripped. And this is what this looks like. Beautiful. It has 4 dies in it. Okay. And so let's put this baby together. So this is cut out from Anna Griffin's Slimline die set. And that's what this is cut out from. I have those lights with barn doors, and I'm trying to see how I can get it not so bright. But that's this. So I cut this out with it. It cut out perfectly. I don't have the large impress plates, so I use my Gemini when I cut this out. And it usually wrinkles, but this time I took out the magnetic and it cut it perfectly because it didn't have that much pressure. Okay, then I got some Crafter's Companion mirror. What is this stuff called? Luxury cardstock packs. With it has a gold glitter and satin or whatever. Perfect cut. Perfect cut. First time. Perfect cut. Okay, so let's. I think this gun is gonna run out soon. Perfect cuts. I'm going to try to start making slimline cards a little more often, especially with these slimline die sets. But it's so much more real estate, and generally, when you're doing slimlines, you do them the other direction. Like, most of them are orientated this way, as opposed to this way. You can see that shininess. Okay, and then I got the glitter card and cut it out. I used the new embossing folder by Diamond Press to cut this out because I always have problems in my impress not getting enough pressure. And that embossing folder, this thing cut out the first time with that embossing folder. Those extra long ones. And then I ran it through my impress machine for to see if the sticky would not be so bad on here this time, because I really don't want it to be. So I ran it through a couple of times. Okay, so let's take this off. Yeah, everybody tell me run it through, but it really don't work. I still always have all that extra sticky. Okay, so let's fit this baby in there. Beautiful. Look at that. That's beautiful, isn't it? Anna, you did that right here. That's beautiful to me. Yes. That's beautiful. Okay, so then I have this piece, but I'm going to pop this piece up. These are some Anna Griffin pop dots from Create. You know, she gave us a big, a bunch of them. Okay. So, and this cut out perfectly in the impress machine also. You know what? I need to put some extra tape on here. Okay. I'm going to put that right there. That's beautiful. This, yeah, it has an A+ for me. A+ rating for me. I just think this is very beautiful. Okay. And then I'm going to just lay this right in here. Yes, this is so pretty. Okay. So then I have some china cabinet stickers and flowers. This is from the china cabinet. So it looks like one piece, but it's not. I tucked that in there like that in order for that to work. And these are stickers. And I didn't want to cover up too much of this. So the way I'm putting it, you'll still be able to see one side of it. Okay. So I took this and I tucked it in there to make one design. Did I tuck it in the right spot? Wait. Because they're supposed to be mirror image. Okay, that's going to work for me. Because I want it to be down here. Okay. So I'm going to take this off. Don't it drive you crazy when you can't take the sticky back off? Come on. I remember my first cards when I got Anna's stuff, I forgot they were sticky. And I put tape on the backing paper. And those cards would nevertheless would peel apart. This is too different kind of flower. That's why. Okay, you're going to go in. There you go. Okay. And then I'm going to put this one right up there. And then this says Be Well. And this came out the china cabinet also. Right there. And then I got a bow that I want to put right here. It's not really the same color, but it's in the purple family. And so I'm just going to grab my 3D glue gel. I don't have one that has glue in it. It might just be enough. It is. And I'm going to pop this right there. And there we are. The Slimline Concentric dies. I love that. I think that turned out wonderful. Voila. What you think? Let me know if you got this set and what do you think about it. I think I could have put another piece of paper back here to bring that out more. But it's fine. It was my first try on it. So I think it looks good. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you in the next one.